We talked last class about Virginia Woolf's idea that there are certain moments of being in our lives. These are moments of heightened, intense experience, usually unpredictable, usually unexpected, that simply overwhelm us and live with us long after the moment has passed in such a way that these moments of being almost seem to rise up out of time themselves and take on the status of a work of art, which also can be said in some ways to rise above the flow of time. Now, of course, this is a novel very much about how people are unable to experience the world with any immediacy, unable to experience other people with any immediacy. A prime example of this would be Peter Walsh. He's always has his knife out, opening and closing it, as if to suggest that on the one hand, he sees the world as a kind of violent place that he wants to protect himself from, but also it can be seen as an act of maybe unconscious aggression. And I guess third, we can say that it's just a nervous habit that shows he's not really paying attention. So someone like Peter throughout the novel is constantly thinking of Clarissa. He's constantly thinking about, oh, should I have married her? Should I not have married her? Is she a shallow, upper class woman, or is she a woman who's vivacious and full of life? He's constantly judging her, in other words. He's constantly evaluating her. And if you live in this way, a way of constantly evaluating experience, criticizing it, uh, praising it, or denigrating it, then you're not as likely to have a moment of being. A moment of being requires a kind of openness to the unmediated present moment without any evaluation. We know that Clarissa is quite susceptible to these moments of being. We shouldn't be surprised. She is so enamored of the everyday, of the bright surfaces of the everyday, the flowers, Bond Street, all of it. And she's not as likely to judge and criticize as many other of the characters